Welcome to Rise Within. I'm glad you're here. What you're about to hear is not just content, it's a conversation. One that I hope meets you exactly where you are and leaves you somewhere better. Let's begin. Episode 3, the version of you that's possible is watching you right now. I want you to close your eyes for a moment and picture someone. Picture the version of you that exists in your best possible future. Not perfect, not flawless, but the version that made the decision, started the thing, had the hard conversation, chose themselves consistently enough, long enough, that the life they are now living looks like the life you currently only dream about. That version of you is not fictional, they are not a fantasy. They are a real possibility, an actual human being you are capable of becoming. And right now, in this moment, they are watching the version of you that currently exists. The question is, what do they see? Part 1, the gap. Every human being lives in a gap. The gap between who they currently are and who they know they are capable of becoming. For some people, that gap is a source of constant low-grade shame, a reminder of everything they haven't done, haven't become, haven't achieved yet. For others, that same gap is the most exciting place in the world, because it means there is still room to grow. The gap itself is neutral. What matters is the story you tell about it. Psychologists call this the ideal self, the mental image we carry of who we could be at our best. Research shows that the closer our real behavior aligns with our ideal self, the higher our self-esteem, our motivation, and our overall well-being. The further the gap, and the more we avoid looking at it, the more that gap breeds anxiety, shame, and stagnation. The solution is not to lower your ideal self to match your current behavior. The solution is to use your ideal self as a compass, not a judge. Part 2. The choices that build a person. Here is something that most people understand intellectually, but very few actually feel in their bones. You are not who you say you are. You are not who you intend to be. You are who you choose to be every single day, in the small, unwitnessed moments that nobody tracks and nobody grades. Every morning you wake up, you make a choice. Will the person who gets out of this bed be the person you want to become, or the person you are comfortable being? Those two people are often very different, and the distance between them is crossed one small decision at a time. The person you want to become reads. The person you are comfortable being scrolls. The person you want to become moves their body. The person you are comfortable being stays horizontal. The person you want to become has the hard conversation. The comfortable person avoids it for another week. None of these individual choices seem monumental, but accumulated over months and years, they become the architecture of your entire existence. Every choice you make is a vote for the person you are becoming, and at the end of every day, the tally tells a story. Part 3. Possibility is a responsibility. I want to say something that might be uncomfortable to hear. The fact that you can envision a better version of yourself means you have a responsibility to pursue it. Not because anyone is grading you, not because the world will reward you, but because the version of you that is possible, that you can literally picture, describe, and feel, deserves to exist. There is a concept in Jewish tradition called tikkun olam, repairing the world. The idea is that every individual has a unique role in making the world more whole, more complete. And when a person does not fulfill that role, when they suppress their gifts, avoid their growth, play small when they are meant to play big, the world is slightly less than it could be. Your potential is not just about you. The person you are capable of becoming has relationships to impact, work to contribute, wisdom to share, lives to change. When you choose comfort over growth, you are not just holding yourself back. You are holding back everything and everyone that version of you was meant to touch. Part 4: How to start closing the gap. So how do you actually begin to move toward that better version of yourself, not in theory, but in practice today? Start with one honest question every morning. What would the best version of me do today, not next year, not after everything is perfect? Today, in the next hour, in the next decision. Sometimes the answer is small. Drink water instead of soda. Make the call you've been avoiding. Write for 20 minutes instead of watching another episode. Go to bed on time. Sometimes the answer is large. Have the conversation that changes everything. Make the commitment that closes off the easier path. Choose the harder road because it leads somewhere worth going. But always, always the answer exists. And always you already know what it is. The best version of you is not waiting for you to become perfect. They are waiting for you to begin. We are going to the closing. The version of you that is possible is watching you right now. Not with judgment, but with hope. With the knowledge that the distance between where you are and where you could be is not a canyon. It is a path. And every step you take down it brings that future self one step closer to becoming real. You are not stuck. You are deciding. And today, right now, you get to decide again. Choose the version of you that you actually want to become. One small, honest decision at a time. Before you go, carry this with you today. You are always one decision away from a completely different life. Until next time, keep ascending. Please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment. We can grow together.